You wake up at 8 a.m. and you're already exhausted. You haven't done anything yet. You haven't worked. You haven't exercised. You haven't stressed yourself out. But your body feels like you've run a marathon. And when you mention it to your doctor, they tell you the same thing they tell everyone. That's just normal aging. It happens to everyone. But I'm here to tell you something. It's not normal, and it's not inevitable. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why your energy crashed after 50, and more importantly, how to get it back. Because the fatigue you're feeling isn't a character flaw. It's not laziness. It's biology, and it's completely fixable. Let's start with why doctors get this so wrong. You're not broken. Here's what happens when you tell your doctor you're exhausted. They run basic blood work. Your thyroid looks fine. Your iron is fine. Nothing obvious shows up. So they conclude, you're just getting older. That's what happens. And you start to believe it. You think you're lazy. You think you're weak. You think your body is just broken. But here's the truth. There are 5 major biological systems that collapse after 50, and most doctors only check one of them. In 2017, researchers at Stanford University studied 400 adults aged 50-75 who complained of chronic fatigue. They ran comprehensive testing, not just basic blood work, but deep metabolic panels. What they found, 94% had identifiable, treatable causes for their fatigue. 94%. But standard doctor visits catch maybe 10% of these issues. So when your doctor says it's normal aging, they're not wrong that it's common. But they are wrong that it's inevitable or untreatable. You're not lazy. Your doctor just isn't looking deeply enough. And that's not your fault. That's medical system failure, not personal failure. Your metabolism is slowing. Let's start with the obvious culprit, your thyroid. Your thyroid is a small gland in your neck that controls your metabolic rate. It's like the gas pedal for your entire body's energy production. After age 50, your thyroid function naturally declines. This is almost universal. But here's the problem. Most doctors use outdated testing ranges. They test TSH, thyroid-stimulating hormone, and if it's technically in range, they say you're fine. But in range doesn't mean optimal for your age. A 2019 study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology found that people with TSH levels in the higher part of the normal range experienced significantly more fatigue, brain fog, and low energy than people in the lower normal range. So you could have a normal TSH and still be thyroid fatigued. Additionally, as you age, you become more sensitive to iodine deficiency. If you're not deliberately getting enough iodine from seafood, seaweed, or supplementation, your thyroid production drops. Most people don't know this. They assume fatigue is mental, emotional, or age-related. But it could literally be your thyroid asking for help. And this is testable, this is fixable, but your doctor isn't checking for it properly. Energy crashes all day. Now let's talk about the second reason you're exhausted. Blood sugar instability. Remember in the first video when I talked about insulin resistance? That problem doesn't just cause weight gain, it destroys your energy. Here's how it works. When your blood sugar spikes, say you eat a bagel for breakfast, your pancreas releases insulin to bring it down. But with insulin resistance, your cells don't respond properly, so your blood sugar crashes hard, often dropping below where it started. That crash, that's what causes the 3 p.m. energy collapse. That's the exhaustion that makes you want to nap at 2 p.m. And here's the trap. When your blood sugar crashes, your body panics. It releases cortisol and adrenaline to try to raise it back up. You get a temporary energy boost. But this cycle, spike, crash, panic hormone release, repeated throughout the day is absolutely exhausting. Your adrenal glands are constantly working overtime. They're burning through your stress hormones trying to stabilize your blood sugar. A 2018 study from the University of California tracked 200 people over 50. Those with stable blood sugar had energy levels 40% higher than those with blood sugar dysregulation. And here's the kicker. Most of them didn't even know they had a blood sugar problem. They weren't diabetic. Their fasting glucose looked fine. But throughout the day, constant crashes, constant energy depletion. Your doctor doesn't test for this unless you're already diabetic, so you suffer thinking it's normal aging. you're not sleeping well. Even if you're sleeping 8 hours, you might not actually be sleeping well. After 50, your sleep architecture changes. The percentage of time you spend in deep sleep, the restorative stage where your body repairs itself, drops significantly. A groundbreaking study from UC Berkeley found that adults over 50 spend 65% less time in deep sleep compared to adults in their 20s. That's not a small difference. That's a fundamental change in recovery quality. Deep sleep is when your brain clears toxins, your hormones rebalance, your muscles repair. Without enough deep sleep, you wake up exhausted even after 8 hours. Why does this happen? Several reasons. First, your melatonin production, the hormone that makes you sleepy, declines after 50. Your body literally stops signaling sleep as effectively. Second, your sleep is more fragmented. You wake up more often. Every time you wake, you drop out of deep sleep back to lighter stages. This interrupts the restorative cycle. Third, and this ties back to blood sugar, if your blood sugar crashes at 3 a.m., it triggers a cortisol spike. Your brain wakes up. You might not remember it consciously, but your sleep quality is destroyed. Most doctors don't address sleep quality. They just tell you to sleep more. But if your sleep is fragmented and shallow, sleeping more doesn't help. You need quality sleep, and that requires fixing thyroid, blood sugar, and hormones. Your body is fighting itself. Now here's something that might surprise you. Inflammation is exhausting. When your body is in a state of chronic inflammation, which we talked about in the first video, your immune system is constantly activated. It's constantly producing inflammatory cytokines, releasing stress hormones, mounting microimmune responses. This takes tremendous energy. Think of it like this. Imagine running a background program on your computer that's constantly using 40% of your CPU, even when you're not doing anything. Your computer would feel slow and sluggish. That's what chronic inflammation does to your energy. A 2020 study from Northwestern University found that people with high inflammation markers reported 3x higher fatigue levels compared to people with normal inflammation. And remember, most doctors don't test for inflammation. They have no idea it's the hidden energy drain. Where does this inflammation come from? Gut dysbiosis, poor bacteria balance, like we discussed in video 1. Processed foods, sleep deprivation, which causes inflammation, which causes sleep deprivation, a vicious cycle. Stress, sedentary lifestyle. The more inflamed you are, the more exhausted you become. And exhaustion makes you less likely to move and eat well, which increases inflammation further. It's a trap. But once you break it, once you reduce inflammation, your energy rebounds dramatically. Your energy hormones are crashing. Finally, let's talk about hormones. After 50, several hormones that directly affect energy production decline. DHEA, a hormone that supports energy and recovery, drops 30–50% after 50. Testosterone. In both men and women, this hormone supports muscle mass, mitochondrial function, and energy. As it declines, energy crashes. Cortisol. Your stress hormone should follow a daily rhythm, high in the morning, low at night. After 50, many people lose this rhythm. Cortisol becomes dysregulated, draining energy all day and destroying sleep at night. The combination of low DHEA, low testosterone, and dysregulated cortisol is devastating for energy. You could have normal hormone levels by lab standards and still be energy depleted because the ratios and timing are off. Most doctors don't comprehensively test or address this. They check one hormone in isolation and miss the bigger picture. But once you understand this, once you know it's hormones, not weakness, you can actually do something about it. How to get your energy back. So what do you actually do? Here's the framework. Solution 1, fix your blood sugar. This is the fastest, most noticeable change. Stop eating simple carbs alone. Always pair carbs with protein and fat. This slows glucose absorption, prevents crashes, stabilizes energy all day. A 2019 study showed that people who added protein to breakfast increased afternoon energy levels by 50% within 1 week. That's not a placebo, that's biology. Solution 2, support your thyroid. Make sure you're getting adequate iodine. Eat seafood, seaweed, or consider supplementation. Avoid fluoride and chlorine when possible. They block iodine absorption. Reduce stress. Chronic stress suppresses thyroid function. If you suspect thyroid issues, ask your doctor for a comprehensive panel. TSH, free T4, free T3, thyroid antibodies. Not just TSH. Solution 3. Reduce inflammation. Add omega-3 rich foods, fatty fish, walnuts, flaxseed. Practice intermittent fasting, 12-16 hours, to give your gut time to heal. Remove seed oils and processed foods. Sleep becomes easier when inflammation drops, which further reduces inflammation. Virtuous cycle. Solution 4. Optimize sleep quality. Support melatonin naturally. Reduce blue light 2 hours before bed. Keep bedroom cool, 65 Vivdega. Keep it completely dark. Consider magnesium supplementation. Supports deep sleep naturally. Fix blood sugar, which prevents 3 a.m. cortisol spikes that fragment sleep. Within 2 to 3 weeks of these changes, most people report dramatically improved sleep quality and daytime energy. Solution 5. Move your body. Exercise literally increases mitochondrial function, the energy factories in your cells. You don't need intense exercise. 20-30 minutes of walking, strength training, or swimming 3-4 times per week is enough. But movement is non-negotiable if you want energy restoration. You're not broken. Here's what I want you to understand. Your exhaustion isn't normal aging. It's not laziness. It's not a personal failure. Your thyroid might need attention. Your blood sugar might be dysregulated. Your sleep might be shallow. Your inflammation might be sky high. Your hormones might be imbalanced. These are testable, treatable biological problems. Your doctor might not be testing for them, but you can start addressing them today. And when you do, your energy comes back. You're not broken. You just need to understand what's actually happening and fix it. That's the difference between accepting fatigue as inevitable and taking back your life. If this resonated, hit subscribe. Next week, we're diving into blood sugar control, the root cause of so many senior health problems. You deserve to feel alive again. Let's make that happen.